Hello, my tipsters. Guys, I know it's been a long time since I have came on here and did some daily tips, but I am back, guys. Hopefully I won't have any delays. I want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys for coming to the playbacks. Um, y'all will be seeing some playbacks on maybe Wednesdays and Friday. Maybe Wednesdays. I probably can do it on Thursday. It just depends because Jayla's playing soccer until November the 3rd. So sometimes her games run late and sometimes we be exhausted trying to running around and things like that. So sometimes I don't get a chance to record the tips. But I want to make sure that you guys get some kind of daily tips. So I'm back and thank you each and every one of you guys for coming on to the premiere. So what we're going to talk about today is, guys, today what we want to talk about today is things to say yes to live a happy life. Um, we don't need a lot of things to make ourselves happy in life. It's all within ourselves in the way that we think. Um, saying no is like a cop out. It's like a way of just saying no and just staying in our comfort zone and feeling safe. And because you don't have the fear of failure or the feeling of rejection, um, and sometimes the out the scary unknown and sometimes difficult change can be avoided. Jamel, go sit down, please. Can be avoided. Seriously, y'all. But if you want your life to expand and become more deepened, then you have to say yes. Because when you say yes, it allows you to open your life up to more happiness. So today, guys, I'm going to share some tips with you to on what to say yes to and what can help you become happier in your life. And if I want you guys to pick the ones that resonates with you the most and focus on making that a part of your everyday life. So the first tip is being imperfect. Uh, when you try your best to be so perfect, you set your bar so high, and it makes it so impossible to reach. And then, so what you'll do is you'll lower your self esteem. You'll lower yourself, and you may not feel like happy with yourself and about how things are going on in your life. Even though the things that are going on in your life may not be going very well, but no, perfectionism is a mindset that eats at you and your happiness. Saying yes to being imperfect can turn your situation around. And how you do that is realizing the cost of buying into the myths of being perfect. And there's nothing wrong with being imperfect. Is like watching too many movies or listening to many songs and just taking in what the world is telling you. It is very easy to be like lured into the dreams of imperfection. And it sounds so good and wonderful and that you want it. But in real life, things don't work out like that because in real life, it could possibly lead you to in relationships, jobs, projects. just because you have set those expectations so high that you're not able to reach them. But you have to remind yourself of this simple thing: go for good enough. Aim Aiming at being perfect usually winds up in a project or something else very slowly, and or it never be finished. So always try to go for good enough, and don't use it as an excuse to slack off either, but simply realize that there is something that is called good enough. And when you are there, then you are finished with whatever you are doing. So be okay with being imperfect. You don't have to put up this facade that, oh, I have a perfect life. I'm a perfect mother. I'm a perfect wife. I have a perfect job. I have the greatest life. No, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm cool with being imperfect because I know that I struggle with things. I struggle with motherhood. I struggle with being a single mother. I struggle with my relationship. I struggle with trust. I struggle with getting up every day, going to a job that really, I know that, I want, what I'm saying, yes, it pays my bills and I'm grateful for my job, but I want more. So I'm not going to sit here and portray that my life is so perfect when I know that it's not. And that everything in my life that is going on is perfect because I know it's not. So be okay with being imperfect and know that the things that you do, and like we said, the things that we do is good enough. If you're doing something, it don't have to be the perfect thing, but it's good enough. Know that what you're doing is good enough for you. Good enough. Just say, whatever I'm doing is good enough. Know that whatever you're doing, just say it's good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect because no one is perfect, but I can make it good enough. And that's the mindset I want to carry. Good enough. I know that whatever I'm doing or what I put my focus in, it's gonna be. I'm gonna not work at making making it perfect, but making it good enough. Because guess what? I am imperfect and things gonna have a lot of flaws. And I know there's nothing is going to be perfect, but I'm okay with being imperfect myself, that I have issues, that I have flaws that I have to deal with. But I know that I'm good enough. The second thing is, guys, is being being authentic self. That means is being yourself, being you. Because when you're not able to be yourself, and you're always trying to change for other people or censoring yourself, it don't make you feel good at all. It feel like you're small and that you're limiting yourself. So you want to know, how can you be yourself? Your environment plays a huge part. And what you need to do is you need to be around supportive people. Spend more time with the people who supports your dreams and values and value you, or at least a person that is neutral. And spend less time with those people who always criticize you or simply aren't a good fit for you. So change your environment, not only close to you, but go further and spend more time with sources of information that supports your dreams, the things you want to go after, and give you information that expands and makes your life happier and more exciting. Find support from those people you have never met before. You can, like right here on YouTube, find the support for those good, genuine people that want to build friendships, and spend less time with negative and limiting influence. Those negative minded people that, don't have nothing good to say. They always, they don't want to support you. They say they support you, but they don't support you, and they don't want to see you win. They want you to be at where they're at. You don't need to be around people like that. Be around people that are encouraging you to be your best self. Live your life for you and no one else. Be your authentic self. Show them the person that you really are. Because when you limit yourself, you're not being who God designed you to be. So be your authentic self. Surround yourself around people that are like-minded like you, people that influence you in a positive way, not those people that influence you in a negative way, or don't believe in the things that you want to achieve. You want to be around people that believe in you just as much as you believe in them. Excuse me, guys. I might sound a little stopped up. Sinuses. So, uh, the third thing is, guys, do things that make you feel alive. Do things that make you feel alive. Know, guys, that it is important to find some time and energy for the things that you feel makes you come alive. And in order to do that, guys, you have to mix it up. You have to try something new, even if it's just something small each week. Like, for example, guys, like listening to music that isn't really your cup of tea, going out to a movie by yourself with friends. Even if, usually if you're a person that like stay at home a lot or in at night, try going out with your friends and doing things with your friend. Do some things that are kind of out of your comfort zone in small ways so you can live a happier life. Reconnect with those things that you used to love to do if it has fallen by the wayside. Those hobbies that you have, pick them back up, because especially if they bring you a lot of enjoyment. And just find the time. Use an hour for this that you want to do to feel alive. Choose an hour out the week and just do it. And if it still brings you joy and makes you come alive, then you need to do it. You really need to do it. So mix it up. Feel alive again. Don't feel like you won't have to live your life. Feel alive. Go out there. I ain't saying go out there and do crazy stuff, but do the things you like to enjoy. I heard, with all this that is going on in this world, guys, one thing we all should know, that life is too short. Life is too short to not do the things in which you want to do. So live your life to the fullest. Do the things that make you feel alive. Do those things. The fourth thing is be optimistic. Be an optimistic person. Like I have talked about pessimism, and and being a pessimist can really limit your life, and it can bring your life to a standstill, and it can make you feel like there's no point in trying because it won't make a difference anyway, or you'll just fail at it, and it creates ceilings and walls made out of glass was when it really wasn't eating. Saying yes to being optimistic is a way of thinking. On the other hand, open your life up. So it'll open your life up. So sometimes you have to ask yourself those optimistic questions when you're in what seems like a negative situation. Then make something better out of it by asking yourself questions that promote optimism, and it helps you to find solutions. Um, Questions like, what is one thing that is positive or good about this situation? And what is the opportunity within this situation? And sometimes you can be like, you know what, the reason why this didn't happen for me is because God got a better plan for me. And that's why it didn't happen. Maybe that position wasn't for me. Maybe God got something. I'm not this is not going to be my last stepping stone. So God is paving a way that I didn't see. So that's why we have to be optimistic. So always, 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 always um be optimistic. Open your mind and be optimistic about the things in which you want to do, even if it's a negative situation. I have to work on optimism because sometimes I can be a pessimist, and you can't say that you want to achieve something without having optimism. You have to be optimist. You have to use optimism and be open to um, change, and you have to be open to knowing that there is good that comes out of every situation. You just have to look on the bright side of everything. You always have to look on the right side of everything. The fifth thing is start each day on the right foot. Um, okay, so like I stated in tip, the second tip is the influences in your life can make a huge difference. So choose every morning or your breakfast time with optimism, um, reading a book, a blog, or just reading something inspiring every day to get your mind pumped and ready for the day, having a positive mindset. Or talk to someone early in the day that supports you and that cheers you up, like someone that, like your coworker or a friend. So start your day off on the right foot. Always start the day by thanking God you're still here. That's one thing. By when you start each day on the right foot, thank God that you're still here. Thank God that you're still here and you're able to get the day started. And then when you're sitting down eating your breakfast, if you have time to sit down and eat your breakfast, or you just getting to work, sitting down and just relaxing and getting the day started. If you want to start your day with reading a devotional, or you want to start a day reading something inspiring, um, or just starting the day talking to someone that supports you, or that that you really have a deep connection with, and then it'll give you, what I'm saying, once your day starts out, one thing about how I feel, if my day starts off well, then the whole day will go well. So let's always try to start the day on the right foot. Now, sometimes things happen when the day becomes bad, but you know what? We have to be optimistic and look at the bright side of everything. Okay. Um. So saying no, saying no. That's the sixth one. Um. Say no to. Just allow me. What I mean is saying no is say no when you feel like it is the right thing for you to do. To have the time and energy to say yes to the most important things, you have to say no to some things too. And how you do that is what ask yourself, what do I truly want to focus my time and energy on? And when you get an offer or an opportunity arises like this, ask yourself that question. When you look over your schedule for the day, ask yourself that question. What do I want truly want to focus my time and energy on? And it ain't, I'm telling you, so I don't want to focus my time and my energy on arguing with grown people. I don't have time for it. I'm not gonna go do a back and forth thing. I got too much going on to be arguing, bickering with grown folk. You can have it. But think about and look at what your top priorities are and what you deep want before you say anything. What you deeply want before you say anything. So disarm and then state your need. And it becomes easier for people to accept your no if you disarm them first. Like you could use the example by being honest and saying that you are flattered and that you appreciate their kind offer, but no. And then, you know, for instance, you add that you don't have the time for accepting or doing what they want. Or say that you do not feel that this offer is a good fit for your life right now. So learn, say no. Say no when you feel like it is the right thing for you to do, your choice, because it's your life and it's your happiness. Can't nobody give you your happiness but you. So let them know, let people know, I appreciate the offer, I appreciate this, or I appreciate that, or but just let them know, just let them know easily. And let you have to ask yourself, what do I want to focus my time and energy on? Do I want to focus my time and energy on this? Or do I want to focus my time and energy on the things that I want to do? I don't have time to bicker back and forth. I don't have time to uh, tend to people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't have when you have other things on your agenda, sometimes you just don't have the time and energy to focus on it. So guys, those are the daily tips that I do have, and I appreciate you guys for watching. um we're going to go ahead and recap. What we're talking about today is, guys, things to say yes to making your life happy. So the first thing is being imperfect. Know that, it's okay to be imperfect. Know that you don't have to put up a facade that everything is perfect. It's okay. The second thing is being authentic self. That means you being your true self and being true to yourself. And you're not allowing other people to change you because you are being yourself. And the third thing is doing things that make you feel alive. Do those things that makes you feel good, makes you feel alive again, makes you feel like, what, this is what I've been wanting to do for so long, but I just was so scared. So I didn't let fear get in the way of me feeling alive again. I just did it and I succeeded in it. The fourth thing is be optimistic. Be optimistic about things. When things arise in your life, always look at the brighter side of things, even though when sometimes negative situations do occur, you have to always be optimistic and see what lesson you can learn from it, or what what kind of lesson you got from it, and what you probably could do better, or in things like that. But always be optimistic. Just know that, you know what, it may not happen for me today, but it can happen for me another time. The fifth thing is start each day on the right foot. So start each day on the right foot. Wake up each day with a positive mindset. If you need to read a daily devotional or something inspiring, or speak to someone that makes your day, then you do this. Start each day on the right foot. The sixth thing is saying no. You choose what to say no to. You choose what you want to focus your time and energy on. And I'm just going to leave it like that. So, guys, those are the daily tips that I do have, guys. I do appreciate you guys for coming. I do appreciate you guys' support. Um, Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Um, I'm sorry, I forgot to say share me out, but share me out if you like. I want to as well, guys. I want you to subscribe to my feature channel this month. My feature channel this month is my mom, BJ's Good News. So make sure you guys are connected to my mom, BJ's Good News. Shout out to the TBT squad. That is the McRae Kingz, um, blogs and fiction, and myself. And as well, guys, if you ever want to talk to me or anything like that, you can email me at mjjfamily2020 at gmail.com. It's a great way of contacting me. So, guys, that's all that I do have, guys. Y'all have a good Thursday, and I'll see y'all on Friday.